Why was the post-World War II world order established in this way? 1945 marked the end of World War II, one of the most devastating wars in human history. Millions of people lost their lives, cities were razed to the ground, and economies collapsed. Following this great catastrophe, world leaders felt the need to establish a new order to prevent such a destructive war from happening again. So, why was this order established in precisely this way? 1. Balance of power and the emergence of superpowers. At the end of the war, two countries stood out, the United States and the Soviet Union. While European countries were weakened by the devastation of the war, the US reached its peak economically and militarily. The Soviets, on the other hand, established a vast sphere of influence in Eastern Europe. Thus, the world drifted towards a bipolar order, the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc. This polarization formed the basis of the Cold War. 2. The establishment of the United Nations. After the war, an international organization was necessary to maintain peace. The League of Nations had failed, so a stronger structure was established, the United Nations. Founded in 1945, the UN was designed to resolve international disputes, protect human rights, and ensure peace. The permanent members of the Security Council were the United States, the Soviet Union, Great Britain, France, and China. This structure reflected the desire of the victors of the war to control the world. 3. Economic restructuring. Post-war Europe was in ruins. The United States provided economic aid to Europe through the Marshall Plan. Thanks to this, Western European countries quickly recovered and came under US influence. The Soviets, on the other hand, established a different economic system in the countries under their control. Thus, economic competition began between the capitalist West and the socialist East. 4. NATO and the Warsaw Pact. Security concerns gave rise to new alliances. In 1949, NATO was established under the leadership of the United States. This united Western countries against the Soviet threat. The Soviets, in turn, strengthened their own bloc by establishing the Warsaw Pact in 1955. The world was now divided by military alliances. 5. The dissolution of the colonial order. In the post-war period, colonies in Asia and Africa embarked on struggles for independence. India, Indonesia, and many African countries gained independence. This process further complicated the world order because new states began to emerge on the international stage. 6. The impact of nuclear weapons. The atomic bombs dropped by the US on Hiroshima and Nagasaki revealed one of the most critical elements of the post-war order, nuclear deterrence. The competition between the superpowers did not directly escalate into war because the destructive power of nuclear weapons threatened all of humanity. This shaped the balanced policy of the Cold War. 7. Cultural and ideological struggle. The post-war order was not only a military and economic struggle, but also an ideological one. While the US advocated for freedom, democracy, and capitalism, the Soviet Union sought to spread socialism and communism. This ideological rivalry profoundly affected political movements and cultural developments worldwide. This article was prepared by Ecolox Financial's YouTube channel. If you enjoyed our article, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you.